Okay, now that we have drawn our graph, we're going to go ahead and construct the graphing of the two inequalities. So you notice on the first one, the prep inequality, which we're doing in red, right, that we have 2 points. We have 0, 240, which would be about right here, and then we have 400, 0, which would be here. So we're going to draw a line now from 240 down to 0, 240 down to 240, 0. So that line is there. And basically, now this, and this is less than, so this is going to be, basically, we're looking at a shading going inside. All right. The next one is a line. This one we're going to green, dark green. And this one is 0, 300, which starts about here, and then 300, 0, which is there. So we're going to draw another line here. And this is also shaded inside. All right, so if I had to choose a common shaded region, okay, that is basically going to be this region right in here. So it's going to follow along. Like so. So that's going to become my common shaded region right there that you see in yellow. All right. Now the other thing they ask you to do is to not only graph the feasible region, but also to find the coordinates of the vertices. All right, and that's kind of key. You need to find the coordinates. Find the coordinates of the vertices. All right. So some of these points are going to be easy to find because they've already been determined. For instance, this point right here, we know, is 0, 240. And we know this point, fairly easy, that is going to be 300, 0. All right, and we certainly know this point. This one is 0, 0. The hardest one right here, and this is the one that's going to be the crucial one to find, is the point where these two lines intersect. Well, if we take a look at these two equations that we have right here and right here, those are basically like two equations of the line. So we could say, for instance, 3x plus 5y is equal to 1200. I multiply both sides of the equation by 10, by the way. 1200. And we could have 2x plus 2y is equal to 600. So that's our two equations. And now we just need to solve. Oh my gosh. Let's see. If I take and multiply, get rid of the x's, if I multiply this by 2, this equation by 2, multiply this equation by -3, right? This is going to give me the top one. This is going to give me 6x plus 10y equals 2400. And the second equation is going to give me negative 6x minus 6y is equal to negative 1800. And if I add those two equations together, and let's just put that answer right over in here, this is going to give me 4x is equal to, what's 24 minus 18? It's going to be 600. So if I divide both sides of the equation by 4, I wind up with x equal, let's see, 600 divided by 4 be 150. So I know my coordinate is going to have an x coordinate of 150 right here. And then all I need to do is to take and place x into one of these equations and find out what y is going to be. So if I take, for instance, the second equation, if I go 2x plus 2y equals 600, which, by the way, if I divide both sides by 2, that's going to become 1x plus 1y equals 300. Well, if x is 300, then y is going to be 0. That's not right. Oh, excuse me, if x is 150, sorry. If x is 150, that means y's got to be 150. So 150 plus y equals 300. So therefore, subtract 150 from both sides, you get y is equal to 150. So my y coordinate is going to be 150. All right? So that's the coordinates 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are the 4 coordinates for that particular feasible region.